6'5", 360, and I'm an athlete. Like, I can dominate a lot of scrimmage. From the 37, second and 10, and the quick going out to Russell Gage, the rookie receiver. Pushed out of bounds by Paul Davis. Flag is down. But only one penalty called against Tampa Bay so far in this game. Atlanta's been hit by 5.
I wonder if that's going to be a little late push out of bounds right there. The referees huddle up.
Personal foul. Rest in the face mask. Defense, number 33. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
So it was on Davis. Face mask.
Well, here's Davis right here. Okay, he gets the hold of the face mask. We see that on Gage. And then Levante David comes out here. Yeah, he's pretty close.
And as a result of 7 yards plus 15, 22-yard penalty, and all of a sudden Matt Ryan and company march down to the Buccaneer 41.
One penalty throughout the first half has been an issue for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now they start this first drive with a big-time 15-yard penalty.
Here's Jeremy Langford, maybe a yard, and JPP coming up to make the play quickly.
JPP he's an interesting guy. You know, he's a tall, complete football player when we traded for JPP.
And he showed it in the last play, defending the run well. Second down and 10. And on the design rollout, it'll be Matt Ryan. And very close to the first down. That yellow line is not official, but they're right on that. Levante David was defending. And it will be a first down for the Falcons. They were trailing 17-0 before, as you mentioned, that Matt Ryan in less than a half a minute with a 70-yard drive, and Dan Quinn's team looking to capture their third straight win to end a disappointing year. Now at the 31. Jeremy Langford. Been with a lot of teams, drafted originally by the Bears, but he makes a good run of about 6 yards on first down. And getting up is Carlton Davis, and shaken up, and he's going to have to come out of the game.
Matt Ryan does a phenomenal job at the line of scrimmage. You watch them as an offense, and that time, if you watch him, he touches his helmet, he calls can, meaning I'm going to a different play here, and he does that consistently to put them in good, not only pass looks, but run looks.
Ryan Smith will come into the game for Davis. Comes off the field for the Buccaneers. Timeout early, second quarter, 10-point Tampa Bay lead.
Got directions to the nightclub here. And if you get lost, just hit me on the old horn.
Tom's my best friend, but ever since he bought a new house...
Is it? It's a $10 cover? Oh, okay. See that on the website?
He's been acting more and more like his dad.
Come on, guys, jump in. The water's fine. Tom Pritchard. How we doing? Hi there, Tom Pritchard. Can we get a round of jalapeno poppers for me and the boys, please? I've been saving a lot of money with Progressive lately, so...
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. While you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Best in class payload. Best in class towing. Built for the holidays.
Hurry! It's the final days to get 0% financing for 72 months on Ford F-150. See your Ford dealer today.
There's a timeout. They're going to ice the kicker.
The snap is good. Pressure up.
sugar problem. LeBron's like bacon, man. Everything's better.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance, handing a big savings to you.
That's Carlton Davis, and Jen Hale reports the right ankle injury for the rookie from Auburn.
And this is what happens. You know, you get into a pile right here, and Bo Allen rolls up on that ankle. You see that right ankle underneath big Bo Allen. Just a heap of player right there, twisting up that ankle.
Second down and 3 from the 24. And Ryan's pass will be a first down to Sanu. As the Falcons marching, they started from the 25-yard line. The 9th play of the drive is coming up. 7-yard gain. And there is Julio Jones, and he has really set an example. He's been not practicing most of the week, but playing hurt. And there is Ryan going up on top. Incomplete to Jones and Ryan Smith. So they wanted to work on Smith, who just came into the game for the injured Carlton Davis. Pass is incomplete.
Didn't look back either. He's man-to-man right down here on the bottom of the screen. Now watch him play the hands of Julio Jones. Doesn't even look back for the ball. Just when Julio sticks his hands out there to catch it, watch Ryan Smith. He goes to swat the hands, swat the ball away, make sure that he can't grasp at that ball. Wonderfully played by Ryan Smith. Play the hands of the wide receiver.
Jones goes out of the game, second down and 10. Russell Gage comes on in, and they hand off to Kevin Coleman. And a terrific defensive play by Vita Vea, stopping for no gain Tevin Coleman. And it'll be third down and long coming up for the Falcons.
Well, Vita Vea just right here. Vita Vea, now watch him extend. And this is where he's big. Extend, push back. I mean, Vita Vea, that's like trying to block a tree trunk. I mean, that's it. He is so short, so stout. Well, he's not short, he's 6'5". But, you know, in football parlance, he's kind of short, stocky, stout. Extends his hands right there. You can't move him an inch. And he's been playing with great violence here in about the last 5 or 6 weeks, something he was missing when he's coming out of Washington.
Well, they bring Julio Jones back in on third down and 10. And here's the pass, and it's going to be caught by Jones, fighting for the first down yardage. And let's see if he has it. He does. Julio Jones battling after the catch for a first down just outside the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal, battling JV and Elliott, who's trying to keep him away.
And this is why you love Julio Jones, right? The effort, he's battling multiple injuries, sees it, stiff arm, fights for every yard. Like, there's no reason for Julio Jones to want to play in this game, right? They're not going anywhere. He's been banged up. He's had injuries all season long, and yet he sets a tempo for this football team. I'm not a diva. I'm not above the rest of the team. I'm going to play hurt.
Taking a breather here on first and goal from the 6-yard line. And here's Matt Ryan giving ground, and finally just throws it away. No one in the neighborhood for Ryan, and he did the smart thing there to bring up second and goal.
Trying to set up the screen down here on the bottom is what they're trying to do is, you know, and really Tampa Bay had it well defense. They're rolling the quarterback out to the right-hand side, trying to set up a little dump off to the running back. They figured it out. They saw it coming. Good job by Matt Ryan. It took about all his energy to get that ball clear across the field out of bounds.
And Ryan lines up as a receiver to the left. In a wildcat, Mohamed Sanu getting ready for the direct snap. There he is, and it's Jeremy Langford on the run, and Langford maybe a yard on the play. Levante David, and so the Buccaneers really diagnosed that perfectly, and they hold Langford to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and you're reading it right here. Sanu, he's the quarterback. He's reading this defensive end. He sees them basically play into the inside there to Sanu. Gives it, but I'm telling you what, stabbing that end of the line of scrimmage, being able to shuffle down the line of scrimmage and making that play on the running back Langford.
Now Julio Jones comes back in. It'll be third down and goal from the 5. Crowd looking for a stop here, and there is a flea flicker, and the pass is going to be caught by Matt Ryan for the touchdown. And it was Mohamed Sanu, who was a quarterback in high school, and in Rutgers he actually played safety, you name it, he played it. And look at the smile on Matt Ryan's face as he caught the touchdown pass from Mohamed Sanu. Trickery here in the final game, and the Falcons draw closer.
Oh, I'm telling you what, the handoff, Sanu coming around, Matt Ryan going. I mean, I got lines all over the place, but this is that trick play, that Philly special type of play. And Mohamed Sanu has been so, he put it out there. Now, he tested his quarterback. I want to see what kind of hands you have. You've held me out to dry a few times.
Matt Ryan with the extra point, and the kick is good. So the Falcons go 75 yards on the first possession of the second half. So the Philadelphia native comes up with a Philly special of his own, and he winds up on the flea flicker from the end around with a touchdown reception. And the Buccaneer lead has been cut to 17-14 over Atlanta.
Voice command navigation with Waze. Wi-Fi. Wireless charging. 104 cubic feet of cargo room and seating for 8. Now that's a sleigh. Ford Expedition. Built for the holidays.
Hurry! It's the final days to get 0% financing plus $1,250 Ford credit bonus cash on Ford Expedition.
Macy's After Christmas sale has all-day specials now through Tuesday. That coat you really wanted, it's here and 50% off. Fine jewelry clearance, 60% off. Plus bedding, sheets, and more, 65 to 70% off. Now at Macy's.
Inferior phone detected.
What's happening?
You can get the Samsung Galaxy S9 for just $9 per month at Sprint.
No way.
On to the next. Punch it, Paul. Get the Samsung Galaxy S9 for just $9 per month at Sprint.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems. And we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
Last man standing welcomes a new year. All in. And a new house guest.
I don't really know much about American football.
Sit down.
Does it help your team when you wear their blouses?
Sam Allen returns this Friday on Fox.
Gordon, how much time?
I'd say 6 minutes and we're a baked potato.
Don't do this.
You're so done.
Take a message back to your people. Welcome to the galaxy.
The Orville premieres tonight on Fox.
Well, at 17-14, it wasn't Ryan to Sanu, it was Sanu to Ryan. A little switch going on here as Sanu now 7 of 8 as a passer in his NFL career. 4 touchdown passes now. Old hat to him, partner.
Yeah, what happened on the one he threw incomplete? Like, I mean, we gotta get after Sanu on that. Matt Ryan told us you're not a quarterback until you have at least one incompletion. So Sanu playing quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons.
Little fun here in this last game, but for the Falcons and the Buccaneers who want to win a division game, it tightens the screws here, 17-14. And Tampa Bay will take it out at the 25-yard line. Let's see that Philly special.
Yeah, how about it? You've got Sanu on the outside. You got Calvin Ridley in the backfield right here. Watch as Matt Ryan escapes after the handoff to the corner, and he gives it to Ridley right here. Wonderful route. Now watch this. I mean, that's fingertips right there. That's a pretty good athletic play, right? I mean, I think Tom Brady would have dropped that one. I'm going to say he would have dropped that one, not Matt Ryan. Good hands by Matt Ryan.
You know, our last game last year was Detroit and Green Bay, and Matthew Stafford caught a touchdown pass in the Philly special. Dayton Barber. Look at this run by Barber. Looked like he was trapped behind the line of scrimmage. You pointed this out earlier, but he really has tremendous effort here. Gets 9 at the end of it all.
Just tremendous power and inside little gap spin off of 2 defenders. Stiff arm there. Breaks 2 more tackles. Keeps his legs driving. That's what they need right here. They just need to have a grind out drive because they've had back-to-back scores given up to Atlanta on their last 2 possessions. Grind it out, eat up some clock.
Barber has 49 yards. He's averaged 4.5 yards a carry. And here's Evans with the pass. Catch. And here's Evans going up the middle and down to the sideline, out of bounds. A big gain on a short pass to Evans. And a 33-yard pickup by Tampa Bay, responding in a hurry.
Well, just a little smoke screen right here, but watch the big hog mollies get out here in front. Marpet opens up the block, and there goes Evans. And watch him release here. Look at these guys down here. Jensen, Marpet, really nice blocks on the outside. That's a hard thing to do when you're out there in space because you're exposed as a non-athlete. Offensive linemen, worst athletes on the football field. They're still exceptional athletes, but when you're trying to block linebackers and defensive backs, really tough.
Brian Poole will come off the field. So, as you saw, Evans only 4 yards away from another 100-yard gain. So an injury timeout with just under 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Brian Poole, who's had a big year with 3 interceptions and 3 sacks, including a pick last week. Went to college just up the road at the University of Florida. Winners over Michigan in their bowl battle.
I think one thing that Jameis has done a really good job of since he's come back late in the season is distributing the football 6-7 weeks. 4 players on this offense with at least 6 targets.
Isaiah Oliver replaces Poole. First down. Winston, 2 defenders in his face, and fires it and throws it away. Jen Hale with some information on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Dick, at halftime, Dirk Cutter was applauding Jameis Winston's decision-making in that first half. Thinks it was a real difference maker. Feels like he played like a smart veteran instead of some of the mistakes we've seen earlier. Cutter's words of wisdom to his team. He loves the big plays, but focus on the little ones. The short yardage ones matter too. Don't just go for the star plays all the time.
Good point. Winston and Fitzpatrick, 25 interceptions between them, most in the league. Handoff to Barber. Barber has been a monster in this game. And Campbell making the play. 6 yards for Peyton Barber. Third down coming up. They'll bring in Rodgers. Good receiver out of the backfield as Barber goes out of the game.
For a little guy, too, he's a short guy, but he's a good blitz pickup guy. He understands the offense. He's a guy that you want in that backfield in these situations to protect Jameis, also give him an outlet.
Former Falcon, playing with Tampa Bay for several years. Third down and 4. Here comes pressure on Winston. Winston's pass, and Brayton can't hold on to it. Pass is incomplete. Fourth down coming up, and Santos will come on to try a field goal. But first, game break with Carissa Thompson.
Big sticks for the Patriots up 21-3. They can still clinch that 1 seed with a win and losses by the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Sam Darnold sack fumbled recovered by Kyle Van Noy. Goes 46 yards for the score. Pats up 28-3 with Nick Mark and Jim.
All right, Carissa, thank you very much. And Santos will attempt a 45-yard field goal. Already made one today. Trying to stop the Falcons surge here with a 3-pointer. And Santos kick. And the kick is good. So after giving up 14 unanswered points, the Buccaneers get a field goal and lead by 6 with 6:39 to go in the third. And you saw the Philly special from the Philly quarterback as a passer and as a receiver. He's coming back with his gang on the field after our break.
Once I started looking for car insurance, it was a no-brainer. I switched to Geico and saved hundreds. That's a win. But it's not the only reason I switched. The Geico app makes it easy to manage my policy. I can pay my bill, add a new driver, or even file a claim. Woo! Hey now, that's a win-win. Thank you.
Switch to Geico. It's a win-win.
Look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Hurry,
0% financing for 72 months on Ford F-150 ends January 2nd. See your Ford dealer today.
I feel like I know that voice.
Who's behind the mask?
Oh my God!
We have Grammy winners, Emmy winners, and Hall of Fame players.
This show is messing with my mind.
Can't get it up.
The Masked Singer premieres this Wednesday on Fox. New Year's Eve on Fox and FS1. Oregon battles Michigan State in the Red Box Bowl on Fox. Then Utah Northwestern in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. It all comes down to this. New Year's Eve, the Red Box Bowl at 2:30 Eastern on Fox. Then the Holiday Bowl at 6:30 on FS1.
Today's game is sponsored by the Ford F-Series. Built Ford tough, built Ford proud. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% more on car insurance.
Well, the Buccaneers not fazed by those 2 touchdowns by the Falcons at the end of the second quarter, and here in the third of the first possession, get 3 out of it. And Santos kicking to that man, Marvin Hall. Buccaneers looking to end a 3-game losing streak and finish 6-10 on the year. Falcons would be 7-9 with a victory here and would officially finish in second place in the division. And it's Hall. Yard in the end zone. Breaking one. And a good tackle made, upending Hall, looking for more yardage by Isaiah Johnson. Philly special to Matt Ryan.
I bet his heart almost stopped right there for a second.
And speaking of Philly specials, Mark, will it be Foles magic once again? Big games coming up in the second half of our Fox doubleheader. Vikings within a win or an Eagle loss for the last playoff spot. Eagles could get in with a win and a Viking loss. So who will get that final spot in the NFC? It all will unfold later on today. From the 27-yard line, play action. And on the catch is Mohamed Sanu. And Sanu goes out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down to the 41.
So easy right there on the boot keep, and Matt Ryan's so good outside the pocket. One of the reasons is you watch him snap his head around. He gets his head snapped around, picks out his receiver, puts it on the hands of Sanu, outside the pocket, just getting your body in a position to actually throw the football. Matt does a wonderful job of that.
14-yard gain there. And Brian Hill with a first down. And a flag flies in the secondary. Be an 11-yard gain pending this call.
Holding. Offense. Number 73. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That was the right tackle, Ryan Schrader. So there's been some juggling, as we mentioned, in the offensive line for Atlanta today.
Well, here he is right here, and he's putting his hands up like what? Well, I'll show you exactly what. Watch him sift through here. Now watch him bear hug. That's just straight up bear hugging Levante David right there, and I don't know why you're complaining. You get your hands outside the body frame like that, you hug him up, but you're going to get called. How about the finish, though, by Brian Hill at the end of this run, dropping his shoulder and running over Adams. Man, that is a collision right there.
He raced an 11-yard pickup and a nifty play by Hill. First down and 16. Ryan trying to get some of it back, and he does with the completion to Russell Gage, the rookie. And time for Carissa Thompson and a game break, Carissa.
Thanks, Dick. So Dallas locked into that 4 seed in the NFC when Dak Prescott buying time connects with Blake Jarwin for this score. Jarwin's third of the day. Giants would add a touchdown and a 2-point conversion is good. Cowboys still up in this one, 21-18. Dick, Mark again.
All right, Carissa, thank you very much. Cowboys clinched that number 4 seed. They'll play either the Vikings or the Seahawks next week. They got 7 of those 16 yards back. And here's a quick one to Ridley. Trying to get the first down yardage, collides with a defender, and he may have enough. He had to get into Buccaneer territory, and he might have. Flag is down, though.
I think we're going to get Hooper on the outside with another holding call. Reminiscent of the first half, or the first several drives of the first half.
Holding. Offense, number 81. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's it. They hurt. After you get the first down, they really hurt.
Yeah, and you're getting out here, you're on the edge, you're blocking. You have to understand, you see the hands outside, the grab of the jersey right there on Grimes? Now, he lets it go, but he lets it go late. First off, you keep your hands inside, underneath the armpits of the defender. The refs can't see that. You have to understand how to hold in this league. You get out outside in space like that, and you're just telegraphing it to everybody.
You can write a book.
I certainly could. Be a short book, grab it inside, don't let go. I got it. The end.
Second down and 14. Delayed handoff to Hill, but the Bucs are there, led by Gerald McCoy. Interesting story with McCoy, not going to the Pro Bowl for the first time in 7 seasons, and you wonder whether this might be his last game at home in his career.
Watch him get the slip outside here, just double hand slip in the inside, meets the back in the backfield. A guy that big shouldn't be able to move that exceptionally well. Side to side, lateral quickness, making a play. He's been the consummate professional here in Tampa Bay. One of the great guys we have in this league.
They've had great defenses, but he's the current great defensive player. And there's Ryan going downfield, and the pass is caught by Sanu. Going to Sanu, and a big gain into Buccaneer territory. So despite the penalty to Hooper, they always have that big play, 27 yards on this one.
Just a crossing route over the top here, and they're playing a cover 3, but they run the safety deep off the ball, and they run that crossing route to Sanu underneath, and that is perfect. You see 11, that's Julio Jones running deep, running that safety off. You're just running number 12, Mohamed Sanu, underneath that, beautifully executed by Ryan to pick up that first down.
5 catches, leads the Falcon receivers, and a first down. Again, it's going to be play action. He's got time, and he's going into the end zone. Double coverage, and unable to make the play is Austin Hooper. He got his hands on the ball. 2 Buccaneers were down there with him, including Isaiah Johnson and Andrew Adams.
And that's a throwback. That's a design throwback play by Steve Sarkisian, and they do a great job. When you watch Hooper, they're getting all this action out here, so they're getting all these routes to go this way, and then they're sneaking Hooper back the opposite way, and that's exactly how you get that. You get that action out there. Now it's a throwback to Hooper, beautifully designed. Should have been a touchdown.
Second down on the 34. Here's Brian Hill. Hill getting a couple of yards. Hooper had his hands on it, Mark.
Yeah, you put your hands on it. You got to be able to catch that football. You can't throw it any better than that. Hooper down there. Look at that. The hand of the defensive back on early still. Isaiah Johnson, 39, get his hand a little bit early there, but you got to come away with that. That is a great design. You hate that as an offensive, quarterback and a coordinator. You design a great play. You get the one-on-one matchup you want, and you just can't quite execute.
They're down at 8. Yard field goal for Matt Bryant from this point. Bryant's looking for the first down yardage. Flag is down as he flips it to Hooper. Hooper makes the catch. Well shy of the first down. Brad Allen.
It's going to be an illegal motion.
Illegal shift on the offense. The penalty is declined. It's over the play. It's 4th down.
Never got set on the motion on the outside. Calvin Ridley never sets his feet before the ball is snapped.
So 4th down and 6.
Top set, you see it right here. He just never gets set. The ball snapped. Flight comes out.
So Dan Quinn's Falcons. Field goal try coming up by Matt Bryant. It'll be a 49-yard attempt. Missed one this season. That was in Green Bay, a 53-yarder. So here's 43-year-old Matt Bryant, and the kick is good. So the Falcons Again, come within 3 of the Buccaneers. It's 20-17 in the waning moments of this third quarter.
What a year. Your home improvement to-do list still isn't done. But hey, at least you still have time to get the Ford vehicle you've always wanted. Just get to the final days of our holiday sales event. See you sometime between now and January 2nd, so you can end your year on a high note. Ford, built for the holidays. It's time to get our best offers of the season.
Now this is Daddy's favorite song.
Alexa, play Dad's playlist.
We're more than just $5 medium one-topping pizzas, stuffed garlic knots, breadsticks, bone-out wings, pasta, and new Cinnabon mini rolls. We're the $5 lineup with the best sides for your pizza. $5 each. Choose 2 or more, $5 each. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
This January, based on the best-selling trilogy.
Explain to me why you need a kid.
What we're doing could save millions. You're the most important little girl in the world.
Fox brings you the biggest television event of the new year. Can you live with this?
There's no other option.
And we promise you will get hooked.
It always takes my breath away, the power of what you discovered.
The Passage premieres Monday, January 14th on Fox.
The best party of the year is on Fox. With special guests.
You're watching me freeze to death.
New Year's Eve with Steve Harvey live tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Buccaneer lead is 20-17. Matt Ryan very sharp on that drive with just 1 incompletion, and that was Hooper unable to hold on to what would have been a touchdown play. Bobo Wilson is back deep for the Buccaneers. Wilson running it out. And he's down by contact. Gets past the 25-yard line to the 26. Matt Ryan on that previous third down play that enabled the kicker to come on thanks to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and here's Matt Ryan. I mean, he said, listen, physical mistakes are going to happen. I can tolerate those. It's the mental mistakes that I can't tolerate. Here's one of those mental mistakes, and we've seen this consistently out of the offense today. Matt Ryan absolutely furious with his wide receivers not understanding where they're supposed to be.
He said he's a lot more patient, but not tolerant. He doesn't like to let things slide and doesn't want you to make the same mistake twice. First down. Barber is getting extra yards after he's hit on almost every play. 5-yard pickup.
Defended the run very well at all. Over 1,000 yards in their last 7 games. And you see Barber writhing on pain, in pain right there on the field. But he's had a very productive day.
So Barber is shaken up. Rodgers and rookie Ronald Jones are the other 2 running backs that the Buccaneers have. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When a first contact unfolds, we become a way for the universe to know itself.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Max, I plagiarized it like 9 different things.
Would you look at that?
Nothing like it.
Sweet emotion.
We're burning up. Get us out of here now.
Ship is sick, man.
Thank you.
The Orville, tonight on Fox.
So finally, getting up is Peyton Barber, and he'll be coming out. Barber, 60 yards on 13 carries. His longest run from scrimmage was 9, and Jacquizz Rodgers will replace him in the lineup. Going back to Jen Hale's report after talking to Dirk Cutter at halftime, this team coming into the game, 34 turnovers, the most in the league. Of that, 25 interceptions, also the most in the league, and so far they've been very clean with their play today. Second down and 5. Davis shaking up early. Winston. And pass is going to be kicked off, believe it or not, on deflection. So it was KZ, DeMonte KZ, with his 7th interception of the year, deflected by Desmond Trufant. So after talking about a mistake-free game for the Buccaneers, an interception is thrown on the deflection.
And think about this, Dick. 2 games this season where the Buccaneers have been clean in the giveaway department with 0 giveaways. You know what? 2-0 in those games. Here we go, the first turnover of the game, the first interception of the game. This Poole is looking for a Falcon fan. There he goes. He goes there. I'm like, no, it's a Tampa fan still.
Poole getting in the act, but it was KZ who made the interception. First down at the 43. Here's Matt Ryan. And the pass caught by Julio Jones. Gain of 15.
Yeah, and you go back to the turnover right here. I mean, it was a well-thrown ball. The protection is good. Just a play-action pass puts it right on the receiver. And Trufant does a good job getting his hand in there on Mike Evans. You see the hand coming over the top, doesn't interfere. Really nicely done by Trufant.
And the ball hit the ground. Pass is incomplete. And you know, you wonder about the interception, and you blame it on the quarterback. Mike Evans was right to him. Like you said, it was a well-thrown ball, and those deflections have it. Yet, another turnover for Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but here's the issue, Dick. I mean, I understand that you're a big play offense and you throw it over the top of the football field, but you're playing one of the worst defenses as far as stopping the run is concerned, and you've been pile driving them, and you just want to get away from it because you want to make those big plays, and that to me is on coaching.
Number 1 running back was knocked out of the game, and there's movement. Flag is down. Jason Pierre-Paul came storming in.
Offside, defense number 90, unimpeded to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So it'll be second down. The Falcons have the ball in Tampa Bay territory. They have scored the last 3 times they've had the ball, dating back to the end of the first half.
I know it was a penalty, but look at Sanhoover. Like, the whistle's blown, you throw it over the ball on a slant route, just go out there and stab it for him. I mean, the play was over. Just go ahead and show your skill set. I'll throw touchdowns. I'll make one-handed catches as well.
He does it. Second and 5. Kevin Coleman with a good burst, breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and scores a touchdown. So all of a sudden, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers committing a penalty and then missing tackles. And the Falcons have taken a 23-20 lead on a 23-yard run by Tevin Coleman.
Just a wide zone handoff. Watch the point of attack right over Austin Hooper driving the ball, and this is why you continue to run the ball even when you have big play wide receivers. You can take a page out of Atlanta's book and put it in your book, Tampa.
Matt Bryant with the extra point. And so, with 44 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Atlanta Falcons take the lead for the first time in this game, 24-20. They were down 17-0 at one point, but the Falcons have come back big.
Coming off the ball, and you know, one of the things we used to say all the time, you get defenders, you get multiple defenders in the same hole. You know, several behinds don't fit in one hole, and you get a bunch of guys jumping to the outside. Nobody's defending the cutback. You get 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneer defenders outside the widest man, and the cutback by Coleman for the touchdown.
That was his 4th touchdown rushing of the year, has more as a receiver, so 9 overall. There you see what they've done the last 3 games. Running the ball better, and once again, keep in mind that Devontae Freeman has been out since the 2nd game. So taking advantage of that interception by Devontae Casey. First turnover of the game, and the Falcons capitalize. Bodger. Wilson. Sails out of the end zone on a bounce, and the Bucs will start from the 25. Falcons were down 17-0 at one point, and then they went to work.
They did go to work over the top. Julio Jones, beautiful route, top of that thing. Then a little Philly special right here. Trickeration down in the red zone. And then, you know, you live by the big play. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to die by the big play eventually. That's what happened to Tampa Bay. And then look at the hole in the cutback run on the 18 handoff to Coleman.
So Coleman doing his job, and he's a free agent after this year. Meanwhile, Peyton Barber back in the game. And Peyton Barber on the pitch on first down. Does what he's done throughout this game, and that is get good yardage. Gets it up to the 31-yard line, pickup of 6.
I don't know about you, but where I come from, 2nd and 4 is a wonderful place to be. I actually love 2nd down and 4, and this is the time. Listen, Atlanta's played a ton of plays on defense. They've had to defend full first half in this heat. Wear them down. Single high safety, 8-man box, I don't care. Wear them down.
Trying to do them just that. And it'll be 3rd down and short as the final seconds tick off in the 3rd quarter. Neesman was there to make the play. That is the end of the 3rd quarter here in Tampa. Who will win this division matchup in Week 17? The Falcons lead the Bucs 24-20.
You better get used to this weather, State Farm, because I'm trading you to a QB in the Siberian Football League.
You can't trade my agent.
Man, we don't cover Siberia. What do you cover?
Cars,
Homes,
motorcycles,
RVs,
boats,
golf carts.
All right, I got it.
Gordon's back to save restaurants from the brink.
My time is done. Well, I've got to go.
24 hours to hell and back. Premieres Wednesday on Fox.
Welcome to the final days of Toyotathon. We've got some great deals.
I need something to go with the snowboard I got for Christmas.
How about the RAV4?
Sick.
We got bikes! Tacoma! Woo!
I got into a situationship.
Sounds complicated. Let's get you into a better situation with the Corolla hatchback.
Right now, during the Toyotathon sales event, lease a new 2019 Toyota Corolla LE for just $179 a month for 36 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
We got keys!
Toyota, let's go places.
With age comes wisdom, maturity, high blood pressure, diabetes, respiratory problems. Well, you get the idea. That's why Baycare provides access to a comprehensive range of health services, designed specifically to prevent and treat those health issues that come with age. Because even if you can't stay young, we can help you stay healthy.
There's not much time.
Final countdown initiated.
It's the final days of Nissan's year-end event. Your last chance to load up on tech and save big on our award-winning lineup, featuring the all-new Altima, Rogue, and the powerful Titan. Time's running out. Get the holiday's biggest tech before it's gone.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models, or save up to $10,687 on select models.
This event ends
January 2nd.
Better hurry.
Happy New Year. From all of us at Fox 13.
And we begin the 4th quarter. Dick Stockton, Mark Schlereth, and Jen Hale. Atlanta leads 24-20, and they started that comeback on that last series of the first half when Matt Ryan drove them in less than a half a minute, 70 yards to get the touchdown. And they haven't stopped since, other than a field goal by Cairo Santos. It's been all Atlanta since then. And the Buccaneers have a 3rd down and 4 from the 31. Jameis Winston, tale of two halves for sure. And knocking it down, incomplete, and a terrific play by Robert Alford saved the 1st down. Godwin, the intended receiver, and the Bucs will have to kick.
Yeah, great hand fighting right here at the line of scrimmage. Stab him. Attack the football. He has been challenged by the coaching staff. They have been alternating him with Oliver, the rookie out of Colorado. So he has been really challenged. Really nice job by Alford there.
Alford leading the Falcons in penalties this year. Justin Hardy, fair catch at the 25. Well, coming up later today on Fox, key games in the NFC will decide the playoff field. No one wants to face Seattle in January as they try to secure the number 5 seed. Will the Eagles earn the right to defend their Super Bowl title? They need a win and a Vikings loss. The Rams can lock up a first-round bye with a win or a Bears loss as they host the 49ers. If they lose, the Bears can sneak in and snag the bye. The bye, as they say in Chicago. Vikings are also in with a win. Wild card weekend starts in just 6 days, but in a lot of ways the playoffs are starting right after this game on Fox with Bears, Vikings, Eagles, Redskins. First down at the 25. Play action for Ryan, and Ryan's deep. Julio Jones is there, makes the catch to the 37-yard line as the Buccaneers were late getting over to Jones. And finally, Isaiah Johnson made the play, the big play, and the biggest of the game for the Falcons, 37 yards.
Call this a stutter go right here. Watch Julio Jones, man-to-man down here on the bottom. Now watch the stutter. Watch Ryan Smith. Oh gosh, there he goes over the top. Julio Jones protecting the ball because he knows he's going to get hit by Johnson. Watch, pulls to his body, rotate his back toward the defender. Oh my gosh, that's Julio Jones at his best.
3 yards away from 100 once more. And the pitch to Jeremy Langford, cutting upfield and picking up 2 yards. Carissa Thompson will have a game break for us. Take it away, Carissa.
Thanks, Dick. So the Saints trailing 30-0 at the Panthers. They've already clinched that first-round bye, and Teddy Bridgewater, making his first start in 3 years, connects with Traquan Smith for this 9-yard score. Saints still trailing 30-7. Dick, Mark, and Jen.
All right, thank you very much, Carissa. The drama coming closer. The Saints clinching first-round bye and home field advantage. Second down and 8. Langford for a couple of yards. Boy, have the NFC South, the mighty certainly have fallen. Last year, 3 teams made the playoffs from that division, including Atlanta with Carolina and New Orleans. This year, 3 teams will end up with losing records in the NFC South.
That's just a testament to parity in the National Football League, isn't it? How hard it is to win this league.
Yep. Changes year to year, too, dramatically. Last to first for Houston and Chicago. Julio Jones got a short breather. Back in now, 3rd down and 7. Falcons on the Bucs 35-yard line. Ryan, off balance, completes the pass to Jones and a first down. Get your rest, Julio. Go out for a play and then come back in. And the 10th 100-yard game of the season for Julio Jones right here.
They're just in a stack. First up, first out, first in. Jones, the first in guy, settles down because he sees they're playing zone. But this is what I like, the finish. You know you're going to get hit. Knife in there. Find yourself some yardage. Get yourself that first down.
9 yards. And he sets the Falcon record for most 100-yard games in a season receiving. First down on the 26. Is Brian Hill, and good defensive play made that time by Darius Taylor, the middle linebacker. No gain.
Boy, you're not kidding, too. Coming from the inside, just watch and listen to the contact right here. Just right there, bam. Beautiful. Head across the bow, slide across the top. Matt Ryan on the play action.
And here, is Logan Paulson calling his number for the first time today, and he'll give the Falcons a 1st and goal.
How good is Matt Ryan outside the pocket? One of the things it does for him, too, when he gets out there, you get away from all that traffic, all those big bodies on the inside, get those crossing routes going, find your receivers, the underneath receivers. It's just a masterful job he does in the play action, and what Salter's been able to accomplish here with this Falcons offense.
321 yards for Ryan through the air. And here is going to be the pass, and easy touchdown for Ridley, the rookie. Great fake up the middle, and Ridley scores. They all went for Langford, the ball carrier, and Ridley, the rookie, gets the touchdown, a 7-yard toss, and the Falcons right now up by 10. They have scored in each of their last 5 possessions.
Now watch him come back inside high and then come back out. Now they're in man coverage, so Brent Grimes is running across the field, and if you watch him run across the field, they take each other out. The defensive backs, as they're trying to figure out who's got who in man, trying to avoid all those big routes, but wonderful design by Steve Sarkisian and the offensive coordinator.
So Ridley, the very impressive rookie, #1 pick out of Alabama, has delivered. He had a 75-yard touchdown catch last week against Carolina. He has now caught 10 touchdown passes in his rookie year. And Matt Ryan makes it 31-20. And the Falcons started late, but they started, didn't they, toward the end of the second quarter, and have dominated the third quarter and continue it into the fourth with Ridley catching touchdown pass number 10.
Dependability, honesty, integrity, just like in the military and at the Air Force Academy, and certainly from my family, my grandfather. Those are the things I'm always getting when I'm dealing with USA. You can always depend that you're going to be able to get someone on the phone. Those people are going to be friendly, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever you need done. You never feel like you're just a number. You always feel like an individual when you're dealing with USA. I'm Joe Lombardi, and I'm a USAA member for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Hey, portal answer.
Oh, hey, baby. Happy holidays.
Aw, you having an ugly sweater party?
What?
Oh, no.
Are you throwing a bird cookie party?
No, I think she's having a messy kitchen party.
Very funny, you guys.
Deal 'em, Frank.
Portal. Buy any 2 and get $100 off.
Booking a flight at the last minute doesn't have to be expensive. Just go to Priceline. It's the best place to book a flight a few days before my trip and still save up to 40%. Just tap and go. For the best savings on flights, go to Priceline.
I'm getting 10 nuggets for $1.
For $1, that's a really good deal.
I think the king is nuts. I think he lost his marbles.
Yep, the King's lost his marbles with this deal. Enjoy 10 crispy, juicy nuggets for just $1, only at Burger King.
The 2019 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl on sale to get your tickets today.
12 celebrities sing undercover in America's biggest guessing game ever.
Oh, now.
The Masked Singer premieres this Wednesday on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Grab the new $6 King Box only at Burger King.
And it's a franchise rookie record for touchdowns receiving as Ridley gets number 10, passing Junior Miller and getting some well-needed oxygen down there in this humidity.
I'll tell you what a surprise he's been, how hard he has worked. Came on the scene, as Matt Ryan told us, exploded on the scene middle of the season. You know, his stats, his numbers weren't as good, but he kept improving as a football player. And I tell you what a find they got in the first round out of Alabama with Calvin Ridley.
at the 25.
All right, well, let's go back to the touchdown on the Fox Clippers. So you want to be a football player? I want you to watch Brett Grimes and Ryan Smith. They're in man coverage, so as you get this motion, they're going. Now, watch this collision. I want you to watch right about there, the A. Bam! Oh, my goodness gracious, Dick. That is vicious right there. Watch this. Wham! Wham! Oh, my goodness.
You know, I wanted to be a football player until I saw that.
That's what, you know, we call that the snot bubble. When you get hit so hard, snot shoots out of both your nostrils right there. It's a snot rocket.
It's appetizing, but it's true. That's a fact. Jacquizz Rodgers gets a couple of yards on first down as Aluakon, the rookie from Yale, makes the play. They like this guy.
Aluakon, that's common spelling on that, Dick. Aluakon, I think. I'm not really sure, but a rookie that's really taken a leadership role. Didn't expect him to play as much as he has because of the injuries to Jones early. Really has come in here and taken that leadership role. He's been a really good player for them.
And the pass is dropped by Humphrey. Adam Humphries dropping it. And this is the time of the year that you got to really dig down deep. You're down by 31-20. We're up 17-0. You're a reliable receiver. They're going to be counting on you in the future. This is where you really got to show something.
Yeah, 446 snaps from the slot position. Up until that point, 0 drops for Adam Humphries. You focus, it's hot, you've lost a big lead, and you got to stay locked in.
3rd down and 8. Winston getting heat. And Winston going down. They blow the whistle. And so, Bruce Irvin flagged down as well at about the 42-yard line.
Holding. Defense, 34. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Well, because Brian Poole was holding on the play instead of the sack and a kicking situation for Tampa Bay, they'll have the first down.
Well, you know, we just talked about Humphries, who made the drop in the slot, and here they are right here, one-on-one. You can see him grab the shoulder pad. Now watch, he comes out the break. Little tug right there. Sorry about that, clear on the screen.
I could have done that.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, sometimes my big fat fingers hit the wrong thing.
8 penalties charged against the Falcons, only 3 for Tampa Bay. Play fake. And this pass caught and out of bounds is Humphries. That's more like it for Adam Humphries. Had 10 last week, catches 19 yards on this one, and a first down just into Atlanta territory.
Well, Humphries running the sail right here. Look at Brian Poole, the underneath coverage. He's getting the right depth, but you can't throw it any better than that if you're Jameis Winston. That's a beautiful throw. And like I said, he has been money outside the numbers. That's where he has really excelled as a quarterback. Getting the ball out of his hands quickly, outside the numbers. That's where he's the most accurate.
From the 49 of the Falcons, another catch, another first down. Good play made that time. And a pickup of 18 yards to Cameron Brate, tight end, and that's his first catch of the game.
Cameron Brate running the seam, trying to double team the underneath coverage on Adam Humphries because he's been one tearing him up a little bit. And Jameis reads it perfectly.
First down, going to the air again is Winston. Flushed out of the pocket, lost one, and it's caught by Brate again. Cameron Brate will give the Buccaneers a 1st and goal. Good ad-libbing that time by Jameis Winston, and they get 21 yards out of it.
I think Jameis Winston just went Pat Mahomes on him right there, right? He's sliding out to the left. He's avoiding it. Here comes Cameron Brate across the face of Wilcon. But he goes sidearm on him. Delivered. Look at this throw right here. I mean, that's a little Patrick Mahomes-esque.
You know what he did? The Harvard guy beat a Yale guy right there. Oh, I got the yardage. One up there in the Ivy League battle. 1st and goal. And the touchdown pass to Mike Evans. The Buccaneers are not through yet, folks. And Jameis Winston with a touchdown pass, his 3rd of the game. 10 yards to Evans. And it's now a 5-point game.
Well, Evans just looking for a spot to sit down in. He feels it. It's a zone. He feels it. He feels it. He sees the quarterback scrambling. takes off just a little bit, just to give a little extra room, and that is just absolutely driving the football. Stay on top of the laces, drive the football into the chest of your receiver.
They're going to go for two and look to make this just a field goal deficit right now. 2-point conversion. Plenty of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And the pass is going to be caught by a great play made by Alford to save the 2-point conversion to Godwin. And it remains a 5-point lead, and Dan Quinn likes what he sees.
I can't
from
tell
his
you
defense.
how good that was.
31-26. Here it is. Alford.
Homie just going through all kinds of traffic, man-to-man coverage, crossing formation, avoiding the people, the pick routes, the rub routes, making the tackle and stopping the 2-point.
I'm Ray, and I quit smoking with Chantix. Smoking, it dictates your day. I didn't like something having control over me. I wanted to stop. The thing is I didn't know how.
Chantix, along with support, helps you quit smoking.
Chantix reduced my urge to smoke, and to the point that I could quit.
When you try to quit smoking, with or without Chantix, you may have nicotine withdrawal symptoms. Some people had changes in behavior or thinking, aggression, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, or suicidal thoughts or actions with Chantix. Serious side effects may include seizures, new or worse heart or blood vessel problems, sleepwalking, or allergic and skin reactions, which could be life-threatening. Stop Chantix and get help right away if you have any of these. Tell your healthcare provider if you've had depression or other mental health problems. Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution when driving or operating machinery. The most common side effect is nausea.
For me, Chantix worked. Well, end of story.
Talk to your doctor about Chantix.
Hey, it's your pal, the $6 million man. Remember how happy you were getting me as a kid? Feel that way again with the stylish Honda Accord during Happy Honda Days. It comes with a standard turbocharged engine and Honda Sensing, a suite of safety and driver assist features. Yep, they really did build the Accord better, stronger, faster. Wait, where have I heard that before? Get something you'll love during Happy Honda Days with great deals on the Honda Accord. Right now at your Honda dealer.
The last man standing brings in the new year. All in with new lives.
More like origami.
Returns this Friday on Fox.
Welcome back to the Orville.
Oh my God.
All hands, begin prepping all stations for first contact. I am capable of causing great pain, Captain.
Oh, wow. The Orville premieres tonight on Fox.
A great defensive stop on the 2-point conversion. Would have been a field goal difference, but now Atlanta's lead is 5, but you have a lot of time remaining in this game. And there you see the scoring drive. And so for Evans, 10th receiving touchdown this season, second today, and his 8th 100-yard game of the season. So Julio Jones has over 100 yards, a touchdown catch. Evans over 102 touchdown catches. And the game is as advertised. A great aerial show it's turning out to be. Marvin Hall on the return for the Falcons and runs into a brick wall near the 25. This was a big stop.
Yeah, well, here's Alford right here. He's running. He's following the jet motion. Watch him avoid Evans right there, get through the rub route, and make the play, strip the ball out of Goodwin's hands. I'm telling you what, again, I can't tell you how good that is. When you're avoiding that traffic, there was a little disco jet motion there, so they came across one way and then sprinting them back the other way. Alford having to follow that the whole way. Great job by him.
From the 26-yard line, they go to Sanu on a wide receiver screen, and Sanu picks up about 7 yards on first down. Boy, after sleeping through almost the first 2 quarters of this game, look what the Atlanta offense has done in their last 5 possessions. 4 touchdowns and a field goal and 310 yards. Steve Sarkisian has them going in all cylinders right now.
Yeah, a lot of people questioning that job that he's done. I mean, so hard because he's had to change so many things from the zone running scheme that they were with all those offensive line injuries. I think he's done a tremendous job.
Second down and 2. Ryan Hill. Maybe a yard, that's all. And that will bring up third down and short.
You think about the job that Steve Sarkisian did, you're a zone running team. That means all the offensive linemen are coming off together like trained bears, you know, or trained seals. They're coming off together. All that footwork is, I mean, it's got to be drilled, it's got to be repped. You lose 2 starting guards, you have changed tackle position. It's so hard to do that. Changed basically the play action because of that. And yet you still have Matt Ryan have the best season he's had since the MVP year.
Teams identical in third down conversions today. 4 for 10, and it's going to be a keeper. Oh no, it's Sanu once again. And it was a keeper, but it wasn't Ryan. It was Sanu. And it will be a first down.
Well, you see Sanu, and very patient. You know, he just understands. He's played quarterback in high school. He played safety. He gets it. Finds a little gap there, finds a little soft spot, and finds a way to put his helmet in there, get a push, and get that first down. This guy is just an exceptional football player.
And 9 receivers today for the Falcons, including quarterback Matt Ryan. Ryan trying to get away from Jason Pierre-Paul, and off balance, has an intercepted. Buccaneers intercepted by Andrew Adams. And the first turnover of the game committed by the Falcons. Matt Ryan coming in had 6 interceptions, the fewest in a season for him. Now number 7 on the year.
Well, he saw Jameis Winston try to throw it across his body when he got into trouble outside. You're going to see Matt Ryan on the boot keep, fake 19, quarterback keep pass right, gets a little pressure right there by JPP, tries to throw it across his body, leaves it up and outside for Hardy, and the rest is history. You can't make that mistake if you're Matt Ryan.
And a first down at the 34-yard line. Let's see if the Buccaneers can capitalize here. Down by 5. They need a touchdown to take the lead. And this pass is going to be caught by Humphries. What an amazing catch by Adam Humphries, beating Brian Poole to the ball. 15 yards.
Hey, there is no defense for the perfect pass. And this is a horrendous decision. You see the outside kneesman, the coverage on the outside. He's got nobody holding him, so he's going to fall back in there. That's a decision you shouldn't make as a quarterback, but you know what? When you can sling it in there, it doesn't matter.
That's the worst description of a great catch I've ever seen him throw. Horrendous decision. How about this one? This is a good decision. And getting into the end zone.
Let's go Bucks. Let's go Bucks. Again, it's off, dude.
So after the worst decision you could ever see, a touchdown pass to Godwin, 4th touchdown pass of the game for Jameis Winston, and the Buccaneers regain the lead.
Just on an in-cutting route, too. These are two, I mean, it's a bad decision, but that was a great pass to Adam Humphries, and then right there in the middle to Godwin. And let's see if he made it. Yeah, that's it. That is a great effort by Godwin, but just put the ball right on the numbers by Jameis Winston. Another wonderful throw.
Now going for 2, so that the Buccaneers can have a 3-point lead. And there's the pass, and it's broken up again by Big Beasley.
Come on, Winston.
Fun with a breakup before on the 2-point conversion. This time it's Beasley, but the turnover, the big interception by Andrew Adams, setting up the touchdown. 19 yards, Winston to Godwin, and the Bucks by 1 with still 5:10 to play.
We've got a problem. A few problems, actually.
We're overproducing,
Overcrowding,
and overheating.
we've got aging roadways, aging power grid, aging everything.
Kind of bumming me out, Claiborne.
No, wait, gets worse. We also have the age-old problem of bias in the workplace.
Really? Never heard of it.
Seriously, it's all right.
I've heard of it.
The question is, who's going to fix all of this? An actor? Probably not. But you know who can solve it? business. That's right. The best run businesses can make the world run better because solving big problems is what business does best.
Doing good. It's just good business.
Sorry. So let's go more food with less water and make healthcare more healthy.
It's okay. I'll play the doctor. What do we got here?
Let's take on the wage gap, the opportunity gap, the achievement gap. Together we can tackle every elephant in the room and save the rhino while we're at it. Because whatever the problem, business can help.
And I know you can help them do it.
Jameis Winston with 4 touchdown passes told us on Friday I was really out of it. Suspended 3 games, violating the NFL's code of conduct. He said too much stress trying to be what everyone else wanted me to be. And then, of course, he got to play and then was benched. He said it was really kind of a nightmarish year for him. And, you know, as he matured, he realizes he has to be not like another quarterback, not like anyone else, but be like Jameis Winston. And he's having a terrific game today. 1 interception, that on a deflection. And the Falcons on the kickoff will take it out at the 25-yard line. Well, tonight, the crew of the Starship Orville is back from creator Seth MacFarlane. It's a brand new season of thrilling missions and epic adventures. The Orville Season 2 premieres tonight after football on Fox. But you're always waiting in the wings for an answer is Matt Ryan. We have plenty of time left, and both teams have their full complement of timeouts. Falcons will start from the 25. Brian Hill, the running back. Ridley, and he picks up 2 yards. Let's check in with Jen Hale.
Take this Bucs defense down 2 players now. Cornerback Carlton Davis, we were talking about that right ankle injury earlier. He is out. And safety Isaiah Johnson is questionable now with a shoulder injury.
All right, that's music to the ears of Matt Ryan, I would think. Matt, Mark?
Yeah, there's no question about that. And I think one of the things you got to understand here is, we talk about these meaningless games, Dave. I mean, you tell me that these players are playing this like a meaningless game. They are fighting.
Here's Brian Hill. First down for Hill as he gets up to the 40-yard line. So Brian Hill, Bea making the tackle. What a good game.
Just a little handoff, wide zone right here. Great block on the edge by Matthews. Brian Hill cutting it back up inside. Finishing, remember, late in the game last week against Carolina, put the ball on the ground. You see him wrap it up with 2 hands. Matt Ryan got after him a little bit after that one. How important this game is to Matt Ryan. Competitor.
Trying to leap over a defender instead of just holding the ball and going down. He got 12 yards, though. Creating another first down. And Ryan's pass is going to be caught. Julio Jones protecting the ball as he winds up at the 45 of Tampa Bay. Ryan Smith defending. Remember, Smith went in for the injured Carlton Davis. 16 yards for the Falcons on the march.
Yeah, and they're just running a little trip on the inside here off a zone read handoff. Hold the linebackers inside, and that's just an easy pitch and catch. He gets right over the football. Look at Matt Ryan put it right between the ones. Those plays are easy because there's no underneath coverage hindering the receiver as he cuts back across the field.
8 catches for 122 yards for Jones. Winding down to 3 minutes to go. And the pitch to Brian Hill. And Hill going down the sideline, and he picks up close to 9 yards on that one. Carissa Thompson, game break.
Thanks, Dick. Letting you know that coming up next, that NFC 6 seed is on the
Tampa Bay, and they call their first wild second half here in Tampa. I'll tell you, Tampa Bay keeps coming back.
Yeah, it started with the Philly special right here. Ridley to Sanu. Sanu lays it out there for Ryan, and then Tevin Coleman on an 18 handoff. You see him cut there. Cutting it back inside. Then Calvin Ridley on a beautiful design by offense coordinator Steve Sarkisian walks in, but you know what? Not to be outdone by Jameis Winston as he finds Evans in the end zone across his body. Then the turnover happens. Beautifully placed right there to Godwin, who makes the effort to get over the goal line.
Second down and 1 on the 36 of Tampa Bay. And the pitch is to Jeremy Langford. First down to the 31 of the Bucs. JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul on a tackle and a 5-yard pickup. So already getting in field goal range, as you saw Matt Bryant moments ago. His three-pointer would put the Falcons in front again. But Matt Ryan looking for more.
Well, they're managing the clock. They're not only looking for more, but they're trying to manage this clock with the explosiveness of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You want to put a score on the board if you're Atlanta and Dan Quinn, and you don't want to give any time. You don't want to give any time at all to this potent Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense.
From the 31. Here's Langford. And Langford breaks one and gets up to the first down. A flag goes down as well. Penalty marker. Langford had the first down.
Well, you're going to get a legal crackback block, I believe, here from the outside receiver.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 11, offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Julio Jones, that's an unusual one.
Yeah, Julio Jones comes from the outside. It just goes to show you, he's just a football player, but he comes down from the outside and ends up just cracking on an inside defender, a defenseless player, and that's a costly penalty right there.
It's going to knock him out of field goal range right now.
Here he comes from the right side of the screen. You're going to see it. Right there on Whitehead. That's that defenseless player. Crackback block. Personal foul.
Very costly at this stage for the Atlanta Falcons as we're getting set for the 2-minute warning momentarily now. Ball's at the 45-yard line of the Bucs. Under range for even Matt Bryant. Here's Sanu. And Sanu gets to the 37 before Vita Vea brings him down. 8-yard gain and a 2-minute warning coming up. What a battle. Ryan, 362 yards. Winston with 4 touchdowns and 345. Neither team giving ground. Everyone comes back in this one.
That'll be 12:45.
Sure. Drew Brees, what you just did with that Visa card is the most amazing thing I've ever seen you do.
But I've won a Super Bowl.
But you can do it so quickly.
Yeah, it took you like 3 hours.
But that's how long a game takes.
True. That kind of speed could really help your career.
But I have more passing yards to do it again.
He just did it again like it was nothing.
Thanks, guys.
Now you can tap to pay with Visa at CVS. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Bud Lights for everyone.
I prefer an ice mead.
Barkeep, Bud Lights for everyone and a mead.
Is it autumnal?
Bud Light, for the many, not the few.
3 receivers right, field on the left. Case on a deep drop, steps up in the pocket. He'll fire to the right side. Caught by Davis. Oh my God! It's a 61-yard.
Michigan State all flies down to this, the Red Box Bowl. New Year's Eve at 2:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, reminding you to not drink and ride yours.
Our 2-minute warning is history, and as a result of that 8-yard pass, the Falcons are now back in field goal range for Matt Ryan. It would be a 55-yard attempt from this point. It is second down and 16. So Ryan isn't finished either getting another first down or moving it closer. But Ryan will try to give the Falcons the lead once again. It will be second down and 16. Here's Hill. And Hill with a good run. Carissa Thompson has a game break. Carissa.
Big six, so Giants trailing 28-25. Eli Manning handed up to Saquon Barkley, who goes airborne from the 3. That call would stand. Dick Stockton hops right there. The Giants would add on a field goal. He also became the 3rd rookie to record 2,000 scrimmage yards. Giants up in this one, 35-28. Dick, Park, and Jen.
What a great rookie, Saquon Barkley, huh? And they've got Baker Mayfield. You know, rookie of the year. One of these guys is going to win it.
I don't know. Quentin Nelson, the offensive guard from Indianapolis, he's been dispensing justice all season long.
Want to remind you, coming up next, it's the State Farm game break. Coming up with those great games coming up. Vikings hosting the Bears, and the Eagles playing the Redskins.
I'm the only guy that would vote for an offensive guard for Rookie of the Year.
No
right?
surprise to this reporter.
I think he's changed the attitude of that offense for him well.
3rd down and 11 from the 32. Bucks have only 1 timeout remaining. Falcons have all 3 of theirs. And here's Matt Ryan, and has another first down to guess who? Julio Jones with another catch. His 9th of the game. Gets 16 more yards. Gives him 138 yards receiving in this game, and he's been bothered by hip and rib injuries.
How good is Julio Jones? He can come off the ball, just square it off to the inside. Just in front of the deep coverage of the safeties right there, right in that hole versus zone. Julio Jones is just phenomenal. I mean, yeah, the block he had, yeah, he got the penalty, but how many guys are going to go in there and get in a scuffle with a briar patch that play wide receiver that are superstar wide receivers? Like, there's very few guys that are going to mix it up down there, where it's ugly and where it's nasty. He's one of them.
No diva is Julio Jones by any stretch of the imagination, and there are many of them in the NFL. So he committed the penalty, getting him out of field goal range, makes the big catch now. Right now, be a 34-yard field goal. Tampa Bay, by the way, is out of timeouts. They can't stop the clock for the remainder of this game. 2nd down and 11, loss of 1 yard. Bryant waiting and watching, ready to enter if needed. Buccaneers leading by 1.
This is exactly what you have to do.
Right now, be 35 yards for Bryant, who kicked his longest field goal of the year against this Tampa Bay team in their previous game. It was a 57-yarder. And all that man, Jameis Winston, wants is one more shot at it. And now Atlanta calls a timeout. So dueling timeouts here in the twilight of Tampa Bay. They have 2 left. Julio Jones, we've been talking about him. Let's see him at his best.
Well, Julio Jones, and remember, this is Julio Jones against double coverage for most of the day. Double move there, get himself free for the touchdown, fighting for extra yardage on the sideline, coming back to to the ball in front of coverage, and then deep down the sideline on the stutter go. Protect the football. You know you're going to get lit up. Guess who came out of that? Julio Jones. And Johnson, the guy that delivered the hit, he's the one with the shoulder injury. Julio Jones, just a phenomenal, tough football player.
And just setting it up for Bryant. We have under a minute to go. And right now we're looking at a field goal try of 36 yards. State Farm game break coming up.
Well, they're going to let this roll all the way back down here. They're going to call timeout.
32 seconds now, half a minute to go. Timeout will be called. And setting up Matt Bryant. And they're coming on the field now. And the timeout called with 19 seconds to go. So Atlanta calling 2 timeouts now, have 1 left. We are now on the verge of having the 69th game decided by 3 points or fewer. That is an NFL record. And what a great season this has been. In the first meeting between these teams, it was 34-29. But so many close games, and Dan Quinn's club has lost a bunch in the last couple of minutes by the slimmest of margins. Officials put 5 seconds on the clock to make it 24. And right now it looks like it'd be about a 37-yard field goal for Matt Bryant coming on to try to win it. The clock is running.
They'll, of course, take the timeout here. And I'm a little surprised, Dick, that, oftentimes you see teams kick it on 3rd down in case there's a botch snap. You have the timeout. You can protect yourself there. But they don't want to give any time to Tampa Bay and that potent offense.
Sometimes the only problem is that if you don't leave enough time for your offense, if you have an offensive penalty, you don't get a chance to make the field goal. Don Shula always said that.
Right.
Give me enough seconds.
Right. Well, they had 24 seconds on the clock there, but obviously here a lot of faith in Matt Bryant, their kicker, who's been doing this ages, 43 years. Look at age.
Kicked a 49-yarder earlier in the game. So here for Matt Bryant, looking for another field goal to give the Falcons a win. 37-yard try. And the kick is perfect. And Bryant with a field goal wins the game for the Falcons, who finished 7-9 and second in the NFC South. The Buccaneers dropped to 5-11, 34-32. Both teams showing they badly wanted to win. A huge victory for Atlanta. Comeback and a field goal. They were down 17-0, and they come back and win in the finale for Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons. They finish with 3 straight wins to wrap things up. And the Dirk Cutter Tampa Bay Bucks lose their 4th in a row. That's it from here. Right now, let's send it to Kurt Menefee for the State Farm Game Break.
Welcome to the State Farm Game Break Show. We're going to get you out to America's Game of the Week in just a bit, but first, a little bonus coverage. The Cowboys and Giants going down to the final minute. Dallas with a 1-point lead. Giants on 4th down. Here's Kevin Burkhardt, Charles Davis, and Pam Oliver.
Trying to preserve this victory.
4th and 10. Blitz coming. Manning steps up, throws, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Cowboys win it. Anthony Brown got his hand in there too. And the Dallas Cowboys take large momentum into the playoffs next week. What a game.
this earth. Which got a nigga searching curves for cures. Struggles for hustle on a constant base with peers. Playing together again with fate, surviving bearing tears. What at all, ain't nothing been solved. It's truly because this nigga's hope is God. Nigga losing it. Listening to wilderness laws, lurking in the dark, slinging hearts off false playground swings with the local fans doing anything to pour the rock. Have I heard of the phrase, some shit in your own backyard? Niggas ain't heard from on the block. So watch yourself. Take a puff with a perfect to hold your breath, try to ignore the shit. Literally. It's all this nonsense. It's constantly yours. So Strong.